Guys, hello and good morning. It is morning currently when I'm recording this video. It is a wonderful day. I have a great announcement to make. Let's get right to the point and we'll talk about the other things after. So on the 25th of April there will be the DSM, the German-Swiss Championship in Dagmarcellen in the region of Olten. Schwerathletik Nordwest will be organizing this meet. I will be heavily involved in the organizing process, and as such I can also make some videos about all the things going on behind the scenes, about what needs to be done before a meet can actually take place, about all the difficulties but also all the great stuff that goes on when organizing such a meet. I am really grateful, I am so grateful that we can organize this. Thank you very much to Swiss Powerlifting, who we work with to do this. I have only been in this game for like 2 years and already organizing a meet myself. I think that's a great opportunity not many people have. As I'm recording this video, it is the 15th of November 2019. The meet will take place in about 6 months and already the preparations are ongoing. So where are we currently? We have confirmed the date of the meet. We have taken a look at the venue. We have checked out 2 different venues. One was slightly too expensive. I will get into the cost and stuff like that in a later video. But let's just say one was about double the cost of the other one, and both are about the same in actual, like what we can actually do there, the space we have, etc. The cheaper one might even be better, but I will show you a video of both locations. Some of our smartphone videos, so sorry if the frame is a little bit different for these, but you will have a look at the location in advance, and I will then explain why we choose one over the other, and I will also tell you about what the difficulties were or what we looked at when checking out these locations.
Alright guys, today is Monday 11th of November and I'm on my way to check out a potential venue for a competition taking place in March or April, around that time. We don't really know
So
yet.
this was the first day when I went to check out the arena, the Raiffeisen Arena in Hagendorf. This would have been a great place to do the meet, but unfortunately it was slightly too expensive and didn't offer any additional uses basically for the money that it would have cost. So we decided not to do the meet there, also because it was possible that another event would be going on at the same time, and we didn't want any trouble with potentially having another event there that would interfere with ours. Now here we're taking a tour through the venue itself. As you can see, it's very new, very nice. This would be one of the halls where we could potentially hold a meet, but and there were enough opportunities to have a warm-up room, etc. We could have used this room here for the warm-up. We could have removed all of the equipment and put in the warm-up area, but right next to the warm-up area potentially there would have been another meet, and that would have definitely interfered with the competition's ability to focus, etc. And that was just too big of a risk, so we decided not to have the meet here, even though the hall itself looks great. Also, one of the most interesting points about this is we're 6 months out, so the meet takes place in about 6 months, and already a bulk of the work is going on and has to be done right now. So not only do we have to check how do we finance the meet, because as we will get into that later, I cannot tell you all the details about the finance stuff because that's not for the public, like a big part of it. But the meet is expensive. It costs about, I would say, 3,000 to 4,000 Swiss francs to organize such a meet. And where do you take all that money from? So one big part of this is sponsorships. You have to find sponsors. For that you have to send out papers like what are we going to do, like how much does it cost, why do we need your money, why would it even make sense for you to sponsor this, because if people don't think that there's something in it for them, they're not going to sponsor it, right? And we are a small sport, but we have grown significantly over the past 1 to 2 years, and as such we might slowly be interesting for sponsors, also bigger ones maybe, and it just has to be done well, and it has to be well prepared, and you have to make a great appearance, and you have to appear organized and whatever. And so that is a big part of the work that has to be done well in advance, and we're now starting to send out these papers to potential sponsors. Okay, now let's jump to the second venue and have a look at that. This is a smartphone recording from when my girlfriend went to check out the sporting hall. This is the place where we will actually organize the meet. We have some videos here so you can already have an impression of how the place is going to look like. It is just one hall, a little older, but has all the stuff we need for the meet. We have the option to have a big warm-up area, so competitors really have space to prepare themselves. Also, there are enough parking spaces nearby. There is enough space for the spectators on the sides, as you can see, and you can also put in additional chairs. And in this entry area, it's a great place to put like stands and informational booths for vendors and potential sponsors, etc. So that was a great, that was one of the points why we choose this one. So of course we're still in the very early phases of planning, but what we might do, we might not put the warm-up room in the equipment room, as you can see right here. This is the equipment room, but we will put it in the hall itself and make it so that it's not that it cannot be entered from the rest of the hall, so it is separate, but there will be enough space for the competitors to prepare, and it will not be as crowded as if we had it in the equipment room itself. Another thing is the equipment. That's the second big thing that has to be organized. So first is the venue itself. You have to have a place to do this, which is not always easy because they're usually booked and they have to meet certain specifications. There has to be enough parking spaces, for example. But so we got that. The second part is, where do we get all of the equipment from? Sure, Swiss Powerlifting has the competition equipment for the competition itself, like the Lyco rack, the weights, the bar, but you also need to warm up somewhere, right? So you want to have a proper warm-up area with enough space for all the lifters. You want to have at least 3 racks, 3 benches, hopefully they're combo racks, so that works together. And then you need some platforms or just some mats for deadlifting, right, for the warm-up. And ideally you also offer some power bars and some competition equipment so lifters can warm up properly. So you will see more videos in the future about this meet. I will document as many things as I can and show you the interesting parts of the organization process. Make sure to also check out the official competition calendar on Swiss Powerlifting as soon as it comes out, and stay tuned for the actual registration, but that will take quite some time. That will probably open sometime next year, probably in January, February or March. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm really hoping to see all of you at our competition in 2020. I don't know what the official name will be yet. Is it going to be DSM? Is it going to be something else? We will see about that, but I'm really hoping to see you there, and stay tuned.
What does love feel like? What does love feel like?